Okay, so today we're looking at the Men Will Be Kings, the new colonial wargaming rules from Osprey. Standard sort of contents page, but it's showing you the whole range of different things you get in the book. Introduction to the world of colonial gaming. And then we're straight into the rules. One of the good things to get straight into is how to organise your field force, which is nice and simple and straightforward. Some great designers' notes, information on how the leadership works. The leaders are a core part of the game. You're into unit basing, so single-based or multi-based, so you've got a range of choices. And actions available to different sites of troops, in this case free actions, and how to activate units. Different to line rampant. If your unit doesn't activate for whatever reason, you just go on to the next unit. You don't hand over play to the next player. Then we've got some of the typical sort of actions. Firearms tables, some very nice bits of artwork from Osprey. Series of bits of information on the different orders that can be given. How to build a field force, which is good. Telling you the different values for the different types of troops, in this case regular infantry or regulars in general. And irregulars, tribal infantry. And you've got to remember, of course, that there's also examples of what they mean by regular cavalry, regular infantry, regular, etc. My favourite bit is the leadership values and leadership traits. Once you've designed your field force, whatever many points it is, and upgraded it, you then roll for what your leader is like. So you might have a fantastic unit of elite troops being led by an absolute idiot. So you roll on this chart to find your leadership value. Low is good, high is not so good. And then you roll the individual traits. And you've got all sorts of things here, from your sort of like flashman-like coward to chaps that are short-sighted, can't shoot very far, fellas that are drunks. Now it's themed around sort of like classic upper-class twit British humour, really. But in reality, these apply to all the different types of troops, and you could actually adapt them to suit. Then we've got some optional rules, including how to play the game with half the size in terms of points to do skirmishing version. References to the 3rd Foot and Mouth Regiment down the bottom there, the Devils in Skirts, from a certain very British movie. Then we go on through all that. Then we've got some really nice solo rules. The solo rules are really clever. It's harking back to the days of wargaming of yore, but it's a really innovative system. A series of scenarios of different lengths, different types, all built into the rules. And then when you've got all that, and you've gone through all those, you get sample starter field forces for different conflicts around the world. The classic ones, like the Sudan. But then you've got First Boer War, Darkest Africa Explorers, lovely bit of Osprey artwork of Armadists. But then you've got the French Front Legion. A nice one is the Italian invasion of Ethiopia. Northwest Frontier, but there's also the Old West, because really that is a colonial action in many ways. And then my favourite, but also the strangest one, the Pig War Gone Hot, a war that could have been. And then right down the bottom is my favourite one, probably, Danny and Peach's Private Kafrastan Army, from a well-known Rudyard Kipling tale. Quick reference sheet is relatively short because you actually have all the information you need if you record it on the roster sheets, which are available from the Osprey site once the book is fully released on the 22nd of September. Overall, 64 pages, packed to the gunnels with rules to help you create, enjoy and take part in large-scale colonial skirmish, small-scale colonial skirmish, and if you want to, solo gaming. At $11.99, it's worth the price just to play it once. For me, I'll be playing it as many times as I've got opponents to take on. So there you go, the Men Will Be Kings. Another triumph from Dan Mersey and the Osprey Wargames team.